Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP, but I'm also going to talk about a major black swan coming for crypto. But as I started making this video, this news just dropped. Ethereum survives the SEC. Today, we're happy to announce a major win for Ethereum developers, technology providers, and industry participants. The Enforcement Division of the SEC has notified us that it is closing its investigation into Ethereum 2.0. This means that the SEC will no longer bring charges alleging that sales of ETH are securities transactions. People are already saying, somebody go check Gary Gensler's bank account and look for the payoff. And you know, this is some bullshit, because as an XRP holder, we watched Ripple get tied up with the SEC for over 3 years, and they were fully transparent. We know about all the corruption at Ethereum. Yet, once again, it seems like they get a free pass. However, Ethereum is pumping after the news that the SEC has closed its investigation on ETH being a security. So now, what's going to happen is this could lead us right into alt season. Let's see what happens with Ethereum. Again, I'm not happy about the news, but let's see what it does for the market. Now, the biggest black swan is coming, and it's coming quicker than I think we all want to know. So this comes from Smoke, who was here long enough to remember the crypto crash of 2022. FTX, Luna, Celsius, BlockFi, etc., all blowing up, billions lost. Now we have Tether that transacts more than all of those companies combined at $2.96 trillion. The USDT crash will easily overshadow 2022. You know, back then, I was just starting this channel. It was right after the Luna crash happened. And, you know, I liked the community, the Luna community. I thought they were all wonderful people. And I said even then, I don't think this is it. I think we're going to see more crashes happen. And sure enough, we did. And I think Tether is next. And I think it's going to happen at some point this year. But yesterday, I talked about this a little bit, and people said, you're totally wrong. Tether's new stablecoin that's going to be backed by gold is going to be absolutely massive. First off, it's backed by Tether Gold. What the hell is Tether Gold? Does anybody know what that actually is? Tether, USDT, the world's largest stablecoin issuer, launches a new synthetic dollar backed by gold. I think this is like one of those last-ditch efforts to keep something going. Again, this comes from Smoke. Even if Tether traders ask for their dollars back at once, the company would have to liquidate its assets at a loss. These losses would have a cascading effect into the regulated traditional finance system, resulting in a crash of the credit markets, bigger than Madoff. That's how big this actually is. And, you know, I always said Tether, I thought they were laundering the money for FTX as well, but I was speculating on that. And did you also know that 50% of all Bitcoin and ETH trades involve Tether? But people don't want to believe that Bitcoin is being propped up by Tether. You say that on X, and right away the Bitcoin maxis come out of the woodwork to try to prove you wrong. Yet we all know it's been going on for years. The revolving door between Tether, Bitcoin, and the US bond market is very concerning. Tether artificially produces fake liquidity to buy Bitcoin and prop up the US bond market, buying bonds other countries are dumping. Tether is fueling the largest financial bubble in history. We all know about the US bond market. Nobody wants our bonds anymore. We have countries dumping US bonds, yet Tether is still buying them up. This is not going to end well. But then there's Ripple's new stablecoin. Ripple's ODL partner Uphold has announced removal of numerous stablecoins, including Tether. So, okay, the announcement comes out that Tether is now going to be backing their stablecoin with gold. But Uphold isn't even buying it. They're still planning to remove numerous stable coins, including Tether. So, like I said, nothing's saving Tether at this point. Ripple is also well positioned for the UK and European crypto market. Ripple has won the UK's most prestigious payment awards, and Ripple's stablecoin meets all MiCA regulatory criteria. The MiCA regulations, due in less than 2 weeks, should be a big win for Europe in terms of regulatory clarity. And with MiCA past the finish line, UK's crypto industry calls for rules of its own. And those same rules, those same regulations are going to move into other countries. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Because you cannot have cross-border payments with different regulations going from one country to another country. They're not going to call it MiCA. They're just going to use the same framework. Because we all know that MiCA regulations are solid regulations. That's why you don't see Tether passing those regulations. And somebody asked me to put up the list of exchanges that could also be fined once again. Here they are: Binance, Bitstamp, Bitfinex, Bybit, Coinbase, Crypto.com, HTX, Kraken, KuCoin, and OKX. And again, they are tied to Tether as well. But you know, I always told you, the exchanges aren't safe either. No exchange is 100% safe. I always urged you to get your crypto off the exchanges. You don't go to the grocery store, buy groceries, and leave them at the store. Don't do it with crypto either. Buy it on the exchange and move it to Ledger. Move it to Decent, whatever wallet you're using. You know, some people still like Zomin. That's also a good wallet. I've never really seen any issues there. Plus, they're also tied to the XRP ledger as well. But you cannot keep your crypto at the exchanges. You don't know what's going to happen next. This comes from Eleanor Tourette. A digital billboard accusing the world's largest stablecoin, Tether, of corruption is being featured in Times Square, New York City right now. Now, how can you not see what's coming for Tether? I mean, it's on a massive billboard in New York City right now because the corruption is coming to an end. You know, anything that's tied to corruption, it's eventually going to fall apart. And we're going to watch it happen with Tether. And it's going to be a major black swan inside of crypto. But I think soon after that, everything is going to change. I think all of a sudden you're going to see politicians rushing. We need crypto regulations now. We need crypto regulations ASAP. They're already pushing for stablecoin regulations inside the United States. And once again, Tether is not going to pass those regulations either. And it's going to get delisted here inside the United States. But let's see what happens with Ethereum from here. This could be the beginning of alt season. A lot of people are now saying it. This could be the catalyst that takes us into alt season. And you know, for XRP holders, we have other major catalysts we're waiting for to happen. First, we have the Rippleverse SEC case. That's going to be big. Ripple's launching their new stablecoin. That's going to be big. I expect a lot of tokenization to happen at the end of this year. Also going to be very big. I even think the Rippleverse SEC case is going to end before the end of summer. Right now, All the narrative is all these things are supposed to happen at the end of summer. But we heard that before. And guess what happened? We got clarity for XRP in the middle of July. I think the same thing could happen here. A lot of people are saying this cycle is going to be quicker than most people are projecting. A lot of people are saying it's going to be wrapped up by the end of the year. I'm not so sure because nobody could really call this market 100%. And the reason I wanted to do this video is to show you that once Tether goes, it's taking Bitcoin with it. I still think it's going to have a big impact on Ethereum as well. Not as big as Bitcoin though. And I think once that happens, you're going to see people fleeing from Bitcoin. You're going to see them rushing to get their money out and get it into something else because it's going to plummet down so fast when it happens. Don't you remember what happened with Luna? It happened so quick. It was like 1 minute, everything was great. And the next minute, the sky was falling. And, you know, people there were rushing to try to get their money out. And a lot of people got swallowed up in that crash. I think the same thing's going to happen with Bitcoin and Tether as well. But, you know, we're just waiting to get rich. And until it happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.